What is up, everybody? Welcome to MANvsVR, where today we're going to be checking out my brand new VR room setup. And I've been hard at work at this thing all week because honestly, I'll just be honest with everybody, it was an absolute mess behind the scenes. Like, it was ridiculous, boxes everywhere that you couldn't see, and just a huge mess, and I couldn't wait to get rid of it. And with everything upcoming, I just couldn't leave it the way it was. I had to finish it. I had to get it done. I had to get this thing looking to the point where I could use every bit of the room that I possibly could to, for videos and all that stuff. And not only that, but for relaxing. And speaking of relaxing, right now, that is what I'm doing. I'm relaxing on my couch, chilling, and let me go ahead and show you that right now. So here's my couch, chilling in the corner of the back room, right? So that's where I hang out, chill. This is where I watch TV. I've got my treadmill right there. And speaking of TV, this right here is my TV. So it's a 55-inch 4K TV. And yes, that's me playing Battle Wake. What an amazing game. I absolutely love that game. So that's why I got that video playing, because this game deserves so much more than it is getting. So with that being said, that's my TV stand that it's sitting on. Beautiful TV stand. It's got the fireplace built into the TV stand, puts out heat from right here, but I don't have that on. It's got two little storage areas for shelving and everything. And this right here is a sound bar. Like, that is all the sound bar. Beautiful. Puts out really good sound. Completely happy with it. Actually, that was the selling point. And then of course, I've got my VR covers. You can see I've got VR covers here, VR covers there. I've got so many extra ones. I've also got some of the original face pads that I don't even use in there. But I got so many freaking face pads, it's ridiculous. I don't know what to do with them, so I just sat them right there. Extra Vive controller, little USB. Got my remote for my soundbar. And of course, I've got my recording/streaming PC, which is also a NZXT case, which is the only cases I buy, to be honest, just because they always look so sleek and beautiful, and I'm always happy with them. But in this, I've got the i5, which is overclocked to a 4.5 gigahertz. And then I've got the MSI 1070. Then I've got two 8 gig cards in there, which 16 gigs of RAM, operating at 3200 megahertz. And it's a beautiful PC. Absolutely happy with it. Love that fan right there. It looks really good. And like, it's just such a beautiful looking thing. And it looks so good on that TV stand. Like, it's like they were made for each other. It's just beautiful. And it really adds to the aesthetic of when you're just chilling and watching, and you got that thing next to it. But upgrades are coming to that soon. It's gonna make it look even better inside. That's the goal. But moving on from there, let's move on to the actual Playspace. So right here, guys, this is my Playspace. All of this area right here is my VR Playspace. Amazing, right? So I don't know really what angle to go from. Maybe come over here and show you. I don't know, it's so hard to get an actual good angle on this thing. I got a blanket up to block the laundry room because the laundry room makes so much noise. It's got a furnace, it's got a clothes dryer, clothes washer, just so much noise has come out of it. So that blanket kind of helps mask the noise. The only thing that annoys me is this big old pole right here. This big old pole kind of gets in the way. If that wasn't there, I would have even more space, but I kind of have to go around the pole when I'm making my chaperones. So that sucks, but it's always kind of nice because it makes it like a place marker in a sense. Like, if you think about it, like, if I go like that around it, like a little loop-de-loop, and it lets me know, like, when I see that in VR, oh, I know where I'm at. And there is a pole right there. But yeah, so that's my play space. Plenty of space. I don't think I'm ever gonna run out of room for VR. I could do a lot of things in this area. I could have a lot of fun. Maybe even play some Space Pirate Arena. Who knows? But then over here, I've got my Elite Dangerous HOTAS set up, which is kind of funny because this is honestly just a piece of wood held on by I morphed a shelving piece to it, right? So I just bent it to the shape of my armrest, but I put it in the exact position that the Elite Dangerous HOTAS is in the game, so I get that full-on immersion, and it works really well. I've got my thruster right there, and then the joystick right there, and then of course the chair works really well. It's got the nice, perfect elevated armrests, like they're just in such a good position. I love that chair. While the butt may not be the most comfortable, everything else works great. I can always just sit on a pillow and I'm happy. But that chair is just really, really good for what it does. I'm happy with it and it gets the job done. See, I went with this because here's the thing I figured. I'm in VR. I don't care what it looks like because I'm not gonna see it. I'm only gonna feel what I'm touching. I'm not gonna see what it's sitting on. So I didn't care that it was just a piece of wood. I didn't really go for a professional look for it. I just went for what I had at the time and I took care of it and it got the business done. Once again, moving on to the next part of my setup. This is the beautiful looking homemade race station I made. It's literally just a desk that happened to be like the perfect height for a steering wheel. I've got my pedals down there, got them kind of angled up a bit so I can actually get a better grip on it. And then of course there's that piece of wood behind it, so when I push on it, it doesn't go through the hole in the back of the desk, and it just works really, really well. And I'm happy with it. I mean, once again, I don't see it when I'm playing the game, so I don't care what it looks like. It's all about how it operates, and this thing operates perfectly. It gives me that immersive feeling that I'm looking for, so that's what we're going for. Then moving on, I've also got the original Oculus Touch box. So don't have the Oculus Touch anymore because I had to sell them, but I kept the box for my Oculus Touch, and I'm glad I did because it's such a cool looking box. It looks like I could use dust it off, but you guys probably can't see that as well as I can. Got some cleaner right here. I don't know why oven cleaner is down here. I don't have an oven down here, but oven cleaner's there. Got my glass cleaner, a spick and span for cleaning my desk and stuff. And then of course I've got the original Gear VR that started all this. This thing right here was what started this channel, like, believe it or not. Without this, there would be no MANvsVR at all. Like, this right here was the beginning. Can't believe it. And then of course I've got my beautiful VR boxes. I've got the box for the HTC Vive. I've got the box for the Oculus Rift S. I've got the box that Servio sent me. They gave me a bunch of cool knickknacks and stuff like that right here. And honestly, I had to keep it because it's such a cool looking box. It's got like that reflective E on there for eating corp and everything. And so I got that on display. Got my Samsung Odyssey box. And of course the newest addition to the family, the Oculus Quest. Got that for my birthday from my wife. She got it from when I was at work. And I was completely freaking, oh man, it was so awesome. It was the longest day at work ever. Working overtime too, so it took even longer to get home. But it is an amazing piece of technology. That's all I gotta say about it. So then I got my old PC right here. Then I got my dedicated Gear VR with the phone and everything. Like, the only thing this phone has on it is stuff to run the Gear VR, like my Oculus app, V-Ridge, RiftCat, all that stuff, Trinus, all that cool stuff that I used to do. And then of course I've got my Black Ops 2 care package. It's got some VR knickknacks in there. Just, you know, if I ever need some components, I just run in here and get them, you know, some cords and stuff like that. And then of course we've got the Magna stock right here from Glisco. And I have had some time with that, but I haven't had too much time with it because I've been getting this room cleaned up and this area cleaned up. So we'll be getting back into that here soon. I'm really, really pumped to try this in some Onward and see how that goes. And then of course, moving on, here's my headsets. I've got the HTC Vive with the controllers. I've got the Rift S with the controllers, and then of course the Samsung Odyssey with the controllers. Now guys, if you have any suggestions on how I can store these when I'm not using them, let me know in the comments below, because this is where they're sitting at when I'm not using them, and it drives me absolutely nuts. Because, for example, the other day I went to use this thing, right? And as soon as I put it on, I had it resting on my forehead and a spider dropped down onto my nose, and I grabbed it off my face and I squeezed it and I killed it, and I was shaking and I was just like scared for my life. Well, it was like only like that big of a spider. It was tiny, right? But it still scared the crap out of me, because you never know what's going to be in your headset, and I'm usually the one to always look at it before I put it on. But the one time I didn't, granted, that was the time that there was a spider in it, and scared the crap out of me. Like, literally scared the crap out of me. I almost pooped my pants. Not even gonna lie. So if you have any suggestions on how I can store these when I'm not using them, besides putting them in the boxes, I don't want to do that. I used to do that when I first started. I used to keep everything in their boxes, and then I'd get them out when I was playing it. It just became the most tiring thing ever, because it's like resetting everything up for the first time, and it's just no fun. To where now all I gotta do is just plug them in and play. but I still want to put them on something at least when I'm not using them. So again, let me know down below if you have any ideas. Then I've got my toolbox here, and then my wall plugs right here. I'm gonna paint this here soon to match the wall. Just give it that gray color and make it less noticeable, but right now it's fine the way it is. I'm not really in a rush to get that done because I want to get a new desk first before I do that, because as you can see, my desk is kind of like corner shaped, right? It's like got like a little half circle right here, whatever. And I want to get back to a straight up like rectangle desk. That way I take up even less space on my setup for VR, and I have more play space to play in, because honestly, the more VR play space I have, the better. And of course, I can't complain so far. There's my Oculus Quest. Little beautiful piece of technology. Got the controller sitting right there. They're just like the Rift S controllers. Really no different. The only thing is I'm keeping the left-right stickers on there because I don't want to get them mixed up with my Rift S controllers. So that's that. That is my VR PC. I've got the i5 overclocked to a 4.5 gigahertz GTX 1080 by EVGA, and then of course I've got the Corsair, and that is 16 gigs of RAM, and it's at 3200 megahertz. So with the Hyperbeast case, beautiful case, love this case, limited edition, another NZXT case, of course, my favorite case of all time, and this will probably always be my VR PC as long as I can keep it nice looking. I don't want no scratches getting on or anything. That's my goal. There is my lav mic that I use to record. It's literally just Turtle Beaches taped together, wireless Turtle Beaches, and then instead of the regular microphone, I stuck a lav mic into the microphone port, and then of course it's just this plugged into the PC, the sound goes to that and then into the PC, and then boom, I've got a wireless lav mic. I've also got some cool little knickknacks up here. Like I've got my Xbox controller. I've got some PSVR games because of course the PSVR is coming back to the channel, and we'll be having the PS4 Pro, and then we'll have the PSVR, the aim controller, and the regular motion controllers as well with the camera. So all that is coming back. I've got some knickknacks, some Servios. I've got the Up energy drink, and I've also got the Sunny Blue chewing gum. I've got my favorite version of Spider-Man of all time figurine, which is Spider Carnage, and then I've got one of my favorite symbiotes, which is Lasher. He's freaking sweet. Love that dude. I used to have a figurine of him when I was younger. He looked way different, but that's pretty cool. Got some batteries for the Samsung controllers, and then of course I've got the Dragonfire from Black Ops 2, and then up here I've got like a birthday card that I got this year, and then also a couple Servios comics that they sent me, which I have some plans for that here soon. I'm gonna make a big old like poster board and put each page on it and then put it in the background over here somewhere. But if you guys have any other ideas of what I can put here too, let me know in the comments below, because that wall's pretty bare. Yeah, it's pretty bare. So there you can see, there's my VR games on Steam. Got my OBS running on this PC. So that right there is the monitor that goes to that PC. That right there is a monitor that goes to that PC. And then I've got my 2 mice, and then my 2 keyboards. This one goes to the gaming PC. I like this one for gaming more, so if I'm playing Counter-Strike, this is actually the one that I use. And then I have this one for editing. And I could run everything on a 1 mouse, 1 keyboard setup. The thing is I got both these awesome mice, and I don't know which one I want to use over the other one. Well, this one is nice, sleek, light. This one has all these buttons, but the thing is I don't really use them, so I don't know, it like changes colors with this as well. This one doesn't change colors, but I just like the feel of it in my hand more. So it's such a freaking problematic thing I don't really think I should be dealing with, but I do deal with it, and so I just use them both. I got a wireless keyboard, and then I also got my keyboard for my gaming PC, and then I've got my VR cover lens cleaners. Man, I love these things. Actually, this is the ones I use the most. Like, I have all these other ones right here. I even have this one unopened, but I always use these on my lenses. Like, I don't know why, but I like the feeling of them more. And I guess if I like the feeling of them more, my lenses will like the feeling of them more. And then of course I've got this cup right here, which is really sweet. So if I squeeze it right, check this out. It's no longer blue because it's temperature activated. So whenever there's a cold drink in there, that right there is what changes it. I've got my Samsung microphone right here for when I'm doing commentaries. Nice little pen from the bank. Don't know if I was supposed to take that home or not, but I did. got an extra battery right here. I think that was one that fell out of a pack that I found later on. So yeah guys, that's my setup so far. I've got my 1080p camera right there sitting on the webcam, my ultra bright light right there. I think it's like 4K lumens. It's blinding me right now. I'm sure it's blinding you guys. But yeah, so that's what's coming on. I do have one more box to add on this side right here. If you guys can guess what that is, try and guess in the comments below. Coming soon. Really excited for that one. I don't know if I'm allowed to say anything though, so I can't say what it's going to be because I'm not sure if I am allowed. But there will be a box there soon, and I cannot wait to put it there and show you guys what it is. So we'll go ahead and give you guys another quick overview of everything. As you can see, Playspace is pretty gnarly. Got the headsets, my toolbox, PCs, monitors, TV. I got so much Playspace, it's just ridiculous. Like, I honestly don't even use this half of the Playspace when I map it out because I can't even come over here half the time because games don't even allow me to move over that far. And then, you know, once again, the TV's there, got the beautiful streaming PC, TV stand, and then once again I've got my lounging couch, which will be also where I play my PSVR and stuff like that. So really pumped for what's to come. I can't believe that we finally got this thing looking the way it does. It's starting to look like, you know, what I imagined, and I've got so much space I almost don't know what to do with it. If you guys have any ideas on what I can do on this wall, let me know in the comments below. Also, if you guys have any ideas on what to do with these headsets, let me know in the comments below. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button. And also, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I got a lot of awesome VR content coming for you. Like I said, PSVR is coming back. Oculus Quest is here. We got another thing coming soon that I can't talk about, or if I'm sure I can talk about it or not. But as soon as I'm able to talk about it, I will let you guys know what it is. But moving on from that, that's it for me today, guys. And I'm out of here. Peace.